Introducing trombones. Take one.
Hey guys, what's up? And it's Pacey today. Today we will be talking about the trombone. I've realized this instrument looks a little different from the rest. Could you tell us why?
Well, looks are an important thing with instruments. You can kind of see as we look at each instrument right off the bat, all of them look different. And because they look different, that is one of the reasons it's going to make them sound different. But the trombone, as you make your first judgments about it, is much bigger, much longer than the other instruments. But that's not really what makes it so different from everything. It doesn't have any keys or buttons or valves. As you notice and you look over it, it has primarily one big slide that goes in and out. And so as you go in and out with this instrument, you kind of learn where each of these positions are at, which makes the different notes.
First of all, I would like to shout out my papa. This was his trombone in 6th grade, and I just wanted to say, love you, Papa.
Okay, you have another question?
How do you play the trombone?
Okay, so one thing that we have talked about with the other videos that we need to do a little bit more with is some things that you will actually have at home that you can try. I realize that not everybody is going to have an instrument. You're not going to have a flute or a clarinet or a trumpet or saxophone or trombone at your house, but you may have some household items that you can do some different things on to try to get the right sounds. So what I've got here is a piece of PVC pipe, just PVC drain pipe that we had in the band room. And you may have some of this in your garage or in your house somewhere, or you may have something similar to this. If you don't have actual PVC pipe, you may have like a paper towel roll or toilet paper, one of the little cardboard parts in the center after you've used it all. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if we can make a sound on this tube. And you may have actually done something like this with a toy. But we're going to take our mouth and kind of like what we did with the trumpet where we say, I am, and then we're going to go, ba, and slightly open our lips just a little so that our lips aren't tight together, they're just a little bit open. And then we're going to put it on the end and we're just going to go like that, kind of like a buzz sound. All right, Pacey, you give it a try. So one of the things that people do that causes them to not be able to get a good sound is they tighten up too much and they don't let any air come out. That's why we need to open our lips up a little bit. Another thing people will do is they'll get their lips too far apart and it won't be able to create a buzz. And we get... Got to get them a little closer so you can make that sound. Now, once you get a chance to be around an instrument, you're going to be able to do like what we are going to do here. We're going to take our mouthpiece out and create the same sound. So we're going to keep our lips flat, barely open them right here in the center, and just kind of go like that. You give it a try. Good. Now we're going to use our tongue, and our tongue's going to hit the top of our teeth, like when we're saying the letter T, or we say the phrase, tip of the tongue on the tip of the teeth. Tip of the tongue on the tip of the teeth. So we're going to go toot, toot, toot through the little buzz sound like this. You try that? Very good. And we want to keep that air real steady. Try it one more time. Very good. Now we're going to take it, we're going to set it gently straight down, not pushing, not smacking, just gently setting it in there. It'll hold in there. All right, now we're going to do the same thing we did through the pipe, same thing we did through the mouthpiece. Try this at home and see if it's something that you're interested in, and notice as we kind of play around a little bit. and say, okay, I don't really like the way that feels. I don't like the vibration of my lips. It's not really for me. Well, then the trombone may not be an instrument that you want to play. You may want to try something else. But if you pick it up and you play on that big tube and you go, whoa, that's cool. I like that. That seems interesting to me. I'm not scared by the big size of the instrument. It looks like something, and I really like the sound, that low sound that it makes. Then that may be the instrument for you. All right.
Now, how do you get a trombone?
Okay, so the trombone, just like some of the other instruments, you can find some really great deals at local pawn shops. If you go out and you look, there are brands like Selmer, Bach, Yamaha, or all, even King, are wonderful brands. They're some of the best brands that you can buy out there. Somebody may have graduated, or they may not be in band anymore, or they pawned off an instrument that they played when they were in high school, and you can get a really good deal at a pawn shop. D. Edwards at southpoint.k12.oh.us. Before you buy anything, send me an email. And if you are looking at something online, you can. I'll share my cell phone number with you. If you email me first, and then we can text. You can text me a picture, and I'll tell you if what you're getting is a good deal or not. But please contact me first before you buy anything. Now, with the trombone, though, I have a deal here. If you can see this. WWBW, woodwindbrasswind.com, WWBW. Woodwindbrasswind.com is a music company that I use sometimes, and they have a deal, which actually is this trombone right here that I bought last year. The brand is called Etude, E-T-U-D-E. This trombone was $150. Now, it's a really nice beginner trombone. It's not much. Once you get into 7th and 8th grade band, and definitely not when you get into high school, it starts to wear out a little bit, and it has some tuning problems. So it's not ideal for more advanced students, but for beginning students, it's a perfect little setup. It's not very expensive. It's great for a beginner that's not sure if they're going to keep doing it. That way, if you go all the way through the 6th grade band, at the end of the year they say, hey, I'm not sure I want to do this anymore, then you're only out the $150 for that trombone, and you're not out for a much more expensive one. But you might have a student play it for a year, and at the end of the year they say, hey, I love the trombone. I'd like to keep going. Then you can make a better investment at that point, and you know that they're actually going to stick with it. So those are some options. The most important one is please contact me first before you buy something. I'll do my best to help you to get a good deal. Okay, so one of the things that people are saying is they want to hear us play a little bit more on the instruments. And so I'm going to ask my assistant to come over here. And the three of us are going to play a little trio for you and give you a little demonstration of what the instruments sound like. We ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready. It's pretty good, but I think we could do better. You know, the one thing I think we need, more cowbell. Think you can do that? All right, there we go. One more time, more cowbell. 1, 2, ready.
I'd like you to like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!